Hello everybody, welcome back to From Rhythm to Algorithm. We continue on with our derivation. What is sensorality? Looking for the stabilizing syllability. Sensorality is sectality, coming directly from insect, incest. Last time we discussed that he moment, and when you're a young kid and you hear incest because some kid mixed up insect with incest, but it highlights the direct iteration of the C and the S linguistically and completely. And so just taking that sect, which is again set iterated by a C, and then generalizing. Insect, inspect. Sensorality inspects. Sensorality exploits. Exploitation, exploration. Exploitation is unfair. What is exploitation to manipulation? So anytime I pose a question like that, I'm just highlighting clearly the linguistics, again, all of the word forms, now that I've demonstrated this, is overwhelmingly apparent, but pairing up, again, two concepts, right? Exploitation, manipulation, they're similar, but they're different. What's the difference? Posing it to move on. To actually answer the question is not the point. Opposition is different. Different is separate. Sensorality is separate. Here's a good one. Quoi est la différence entre en et entre? What is the difference between in and between? And again, in French, because of the clear linguistic en, entre, it's just, again, built directly, literally. But now we can, again, way back, again, not way back when, but a whole 6 months ago when part 200 or whatever, I don't know. But we said, I kind of jumped ahead and said algorithmic, or not algorithmic, but arithmetic is kind of thematic, kind of stuff together, and then I said I jumped ahead. But now we can say, directly that the theme of mathematics, what is the theme of mathematics? The theme of mathematics is arithmetic. And then I even have in parentheses the theme of mathematics is arithmetic directly linguistically. And so you can kind of see it. It doesn't take much convincing, but they're direct iterations. So what is mathematics directly, literally, completely, holistically? It is arithmetic. And what is the base of arithmetic? It is, of course, rhythm. From rhythm to algorithm. Sensorality is arithmeticality. Meticality, medicality. Sensorality is medicality. Medicality is medical. Medicine is medical. Medical, senical. Sensorality is senicality. Senic, sonic. Sound is sonic. Sensorality is sonicality. Sonic, platonic. Friendly is platonic. Amicability is platonicality. Then jumped ahead a little bit to placidity. Again, anytime I jump, again, there's enough, you can hear the progression. Placiditality, like placid, just completely generalized. Again, just the linguistic forms like placiditality as opposed to just placid. It's just a linguistic generalization. But is platonicality. Placiditality is peaceful. Sensorality is peaceful. Peaceful is tranquil. Sensorality is tranquillitality. Arithmeticality is algorithmicality. So now we've gone officially from rhythm to algorithm. An algorithm is a set procedure. An operation is a procedure. And so set, like what we've proven is that algorithms are set. They're fixed. But Brad, I'm Jensen Huang and I'm at NVIDIA and I'm training my AI and it's an algorithm and it's adapting. We've demonstrated physical bounds. And so algorithms are set, right? All of our physical ingredients, right? It's really just a restatement of the conservation of mass. But sets do not change. Algorithms are set. Rhythm is set, right? Rhythm is a set procedure you do to maximize efficiency of anything. Setiality. Like sensuality, but now we've removed the N, right? Set. Sensorality is setiality. Essentiality is setiality. That's a natural definition. Science is unified. If you want it to be done, just speak it into existence. Let's unify the forces. let's unify all natural sciences. Why not? Just demonstrate the consistency of language. You're all done. Getting close. But what is unification to universality? Right, all of this, right, we have certain sounds associated to certain words, but like the physical principles are the same everywhere. And then kind of, again, the overall derivation process is not going to stop, and we still have not gotten to sensorality. It's not like the title, again, we will literally reduce all of this into a single, just dichotomistic pair, single sentence. It's not like a build-up thing. Again, language is literal, realization isn't cinematic, right? You just work at something, clearly we're on part like 320, and it's still gonna be some very clean, apparent thing. Whatever sensorality is, its natural definition was very apparent before. We just have to go through all of this proofing, derivation, because at this point we've done so much derivation where it's just like derivation and proofing is effectively the same thing, but it's at this reduction aspect of the from rhythm to algorithm, which you can see on this channel is, again, it's like 7 years of continuous derivation, and it doesn't stop when I turn off the camera, and there's plenty of emails and theorems. I mean, the amount of theorems is just tremendous. But I did want to point out that like the derivation of speciality, I want to say almost is more complete in terms of the actual documentation of steps, because again, they just fired off every step all over email. These are probably the video. Now we have two examples of complete derivations of physical axioms, one with video content and one just over email. But the theorems, again, are more, I could do more of the just documentation of the actual steps. But again, it doesn't really matter. But regardless, dimensional infinitesimal. And so again, this physical bounding is what is the infinitesimal, what is this limit, what is this set bound of the minimum, right? The upper bounds, we don't know how big is. And so, but space is contained. When we say something has space, when we're saying, outer space, you're talking about absence, right? The absence of matter. And so we have space defined, but space is internal, space is contained. Space is volume. Sensorality is mentionality, right? Mention, intention. Intention, inversion. Sensorality is indicationality. Indication, condensation. So a big thing, again, historically, metaphysically, we have our Bose-Einstein condensates. We cannot have fermions on top of fermions because the fermions are the space. Right? Again, there's no one-to-one mapping of things that are wrong. These internal inconsistencies in your physical theory is the problem. Like, that is the evidence of logical inconsistency. But we've, again, directly proven linguistics is physics. And it's 3 syllables, not 2. So it has more range. But condensationality is compressibility. What is compression, right? Our big, force per unit surface area, but it's really volume, right? Density is definite, density and pressure, kind of our big things. But pressure, what is compression? Again, it's not like we build up to one final theorem or anything. But that is what I have for you today. My rights continue to be violated. Huge, massive, again, direct linguistical. Mathematics is arithmetic. It's a direct iteration. That's probably the biggest result of all of these other massive results. Again, at the end of these again, axiomatic derivations, it's just sets of proofs with, again, profundity. It's not like it's just some fun fact in algebra, which is mathematics. I mean, I just saw Terence Tayal launched his SARE project. Again, once we can get past, fuck all of you guys. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. It looks cool. I don't know what it is. Like, I'm not even joking to you. Like, when I read, like, the project, granted, I have zero exposure to, like, actually training large language models, which seems to be the thing. So, bear with me. But, like, I think, again, when you guys do, like, when you structure, like, the SARE, like, the competition, like, the guidelines, I can't follow the guidelines, not we have a huge set of algebraic relationships, can we verify them or not verify them? That makes sense, but, like, literally your guys' presentation of logic in general, it to me is just like a herky-jerky roller coaster ride every single time. But point being is it's not like that's not mathematics, but this, I mean, again, the amount of results and the profundity of the results from the reduction of an axiom is just, every single video is just massive. My rights continue to be violated. I just want some money. That's all I've asked for. And the answer continues to be no. Thank you for watching. See you on the next one.